It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports, here's Commissioner Paul Neidig.
Welcome into the Commissioner's Corner, our weekly conversation with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. I'm Brendan King. Paul, great to be with you as always, and we start this episode with maybe a sentence that none of us thought we'd be saying a number of years ago, but the Indiana football Hoosiers are college football playoff national champions. An incredible run in the playoff for the Hoosiers. And, you know, Paul, it connects with what you guys do in high school sports. We'll talk about the Hoosiers roster in just a little bit, but what's your reaction to it all? You got to see the Rose Bowl, of course, and what a team it ended up being for Curt Cignetti.
You know, they've talked a little bit about creating the movie, and I think when you really look at what this football team has done in capturing not only Indiana, but the country and following those, it's incredible the number of people who have come out and watched the Hoosiers throughout their tournament series. I mean, I can remember going to Memorial Stadium many times, and I could kind of have my pick of seats in the place, and especially the second half. And to watch them grow beyond those days in just 2 short years, I think it allows people to realize that the things that are once thought impossible can be done. And I think that's a tribute to Coach Cignetti and the entire President Witten, Athletic Director Dolson. Their dream and their ability to sell this to the Indiana community is just phenomenal. And they should have a story written about it because we've never seen anything like this in the world of college sports. And it goes along with the movie Hoosiers. I saw those things and a lot of things that have been folklore in the Indiana history. And this is just another chapter in the incredible sports story of Indiana.
31 players on that Indiana roster from this state, played high school football in this state. I'm sure many of them on Friday nights were having their names talked about on Indiana Sports Talk and what they did under the lights on Fridays, helping their communities. But, you know, what does that mean for you guys over at the office of the IHSAA that, you know, 31 kids that came through your program in a way are now national champions?
Well, I mean, it's exciting for us. And I think kids in Indiana, it's just a tribute to the coaches that we have in the state of Indiana. You know, they're taking these in football, they're taking these student athletes. One, they teach them to be an athlete or a student first, but then they're teaching them with a high level of coaching to be the best athlete they can be. And the skill set training that they get allows a lot of students in Indiana to dream of that next level. And it doesn't happen that way everywhere. But Indiana is blessed with a plethora of incredible coaches that develop students throughout their high school career. And when they have an opportunity to be with that coach in 4 years of their high school, you know, those lessons build upon themselves. And, you know, and that's just a product of what we see.
That's Paul Neidig. I'm Brendan King. This is the Commissioner's Corner. Paul, other stuff going on with the IHSAA girls wrestling just wrapped up over at the Coliseum. Whiteland finishing with the top spot in girls wrestling. 2 individual state champions Crown Point, Hobart, and Columbus East following in the standings. And, of course, boys wrestling coming up as well. So can you just break down the weekend for the girls wrestling state titles and what's coming up for the boys too?
Well, girls wrestling was a great weekend, and we saw a significant amount of growth in one, not only the quality of wrestling in its second year of state championship participation, but in the number of fans. I mean, we were up almost 1,000 fans this past weekend over the previous year, this past Friday. And so that's exciting. And we knew girls wrestling would continue to grow. The fan base loves their sport, and we're excited about it. And then we turn right around the corner. And a week from this Saturday, we kick off with the boys wrestling tournament. And I'm sure it's going to be a tournament to be excited about throughout the entire 4-week march to the state finals.
And Paul, less than a minute here. Girls basketball pairing show coming up. Ready to kick off the basketball state tournaments. It's coming.
It is. It's time, and we're excited about it. A lot of great girls basketball being played in this state, and Assistant Commissioner Jane Schott does a great job as a former high school basketball coach and player at Purdue of really celebrating girls basketball in a proper way in this state.
It's the Commissioner's Corner. That's Paul. I'm Brendan. Appreciate the time, Paul. Talk to you next week.
We'll talk to you next week, Brendan.
Thanks for listening to the Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig, and thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your community.
Welcome back to The Cave. My name is Eli Elkins, and I'm here with Harmony Lombardo. Harmony, how do you feel about this game today against New Prairie?
I feel like varsity is going to do really well this game. I feel like that they've gotten way better over practice and just overall with their defense as well. I'm really hoping that they're able to pull a win out today, especially this evening since this is almost one of their last games during the season before sectionals.
Yeah, I definitely agree. And let's go into lineups before we get to anything else. So for Mishawaka's lineup, we have number 10, Millie Mamalanti, 11, Mariah Young, 20, Grace Betzer, 24, Holly Shine, and 41, Jamie Gullas. On to New Prairie, we have number 2, Riley Insperger, number 4, Hannah Hawkins Weinzer, 5, Brooklyn Shepard, 23, Bailey Futa, 33, Emma Deutscher, excuse me. So I went down and talked to the coaches. I talked to the Mishawaka coach, and I asked him, what is your goal for the end of the season? And he said, get to sectionals, win these 3 games that are coming up, and win at least one game during sectionals. Also, Reese Brew and Reese Brew and Grace Matherly aren't playing today. He told me that, so that's sad.
One of the good players as well.
Yeah,
those two are really, especially on 3-point shots, those are, one of the top 2 players.
Those are some 2 strong players.
Absolutely.
It's really sad not to have him on court. But I also asked him, what are some things that you guys worked on since the last game? He said, working on taking care of the ball and, rebounding, because, rebounding is actually, those are the essentials of basketball.
Absolutely. Rebounding is a really important thing, especially if you get a lot of them, because you're able to either put it back up into the net or turn it over and get it across the court, which is honestly going to be really beneficial to the Cayman tonight if they're able to get more rebounds.
I agree. And, especially in the tides of, when you're in the middle of a court and you really want to get that ball. And rebounding can be very difficult sometimes. And
absolutely,
it's really good to know how to rebound.
Once you learn how to box out really well, then that's when that rebounding starts coming in. First, you just have to learn the basics of boxing out before rebounding, because once you're able to box out and clear everybody out from the court, then you're able to get that rebound easier.
Yeah, and then I also asked him, what were the things that he looked out for New Prairie? What are the things that you noticed that you should look out for? He said he wants to look out. He saw that they don't handle the ball well, so that'd be good for them, But he wants to put more ball pressure on them.
Absolutely, especially if they are not able to handle the ball well. Ball pressure will help the Cavemen in order to get a high lead, hopefully in this first half. And just making sure that they're keeping their hands out, though, not fouling too much. Because if you foul too much, get up to 5 fouls. That's free throws for New Prairie. And then free throws could win games. So the Cayman really need to watch out for that as well.
As you see on your screen right now, we see Reese Brew and Grace Matherly. Those are the 2 people that are playing today. Very strong, very, very strong basketball players on the court.
Absolutely. I'm just going to hope that the Cayman are able to push through without those 2.
Yeah, I think the Cavemen will pull it off. I have high confidence in them today. Tonight, too, against New Prairie. So we will see you right after this commercial break against Mishawaka versus New Prairie.
Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Forte Waterproofing is celebrating over 60 years of satisfied customers. Experience, innovation, hard work, confidence, pride, honesty, integrity, determined, committed to achieve excellence. Fix it with Forte, fix it for good.
Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Come and visit the Mishawaka Historical Museum and make sure to check out all of their different exhibits, such as their industries and businesses, church and faith, historic landmarks, military heritage, school, and their famous Mishawakans exhibit, including some of our very own caveman alumni, as well as a working model train set and a brand new exhibit, Treasures from our collection. Located at 121 South Main Street, doors are open every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. each day. $5 for entry for adults, $3 for students, and kids under 5 enter for free.
Hi, back to Cave. My name is Eli Elkins, and I'm here with Army Lombardo. We just, Thursday against Goshen is the girls basketball, the caveman, excuse me, I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
The caveman girls basketball's last game against Goshen, and it's also senior night.
Yes, we love our seniors. We have 4 seniors on the team: Jamie Gulius, Reese Brew, Grace Matherly, and Holly Shine. I'm really happy that they were on the team this year. Really appreciate them. They, all 4 of them, been putting in effort into this team. Really a big benefit to us. I'm just really excited for these last 2 games and sectionals, hopefully, that they're able to pull through some good plays and hopefully get us to win some games.
Yeah, it's going to be really sad. Those 4 seniors are really strong basketball players, and they are really good on the court, and it's really sad not to see them next year.
Absolutely.
Now, we're going to go on to the announcer.
Good evening, basketball fans. Welcome to the Cave at Mishawaka High School for tonight's girls varsity basketball contest between the visiting New Prairie Cougars and your Mishawaka Cavemen. At this time, we ask that you please rise, gentlemen, move your caps, and join us as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Thank you. And if I could direct your attention to the court for the presentation of tonight's starting lineups, starting first with the visiting New Prairie Cougars. At guard, she's a junior, number 2, Riley Ernstberger. At guard, a senior, number 4, Hannah Hawkins Weissner. At guard, a sophomore, number 5, Brooklyn Shepard. At guard, a sophomore, number 23, Bailey Futa. And at forward, a junior, number 33, Emma Deutscher. New Prairie Cougars head coach is Coach Amy Litka. Caveman fans in the stands, get on your feet and make some noise as they proudly present to you the starting lineup for your Mishawaka Cavemen. At guard, she's a sophomore, number 10, Millie Memolenti. At guard, a freshman, number 11, Mariah Young. At forward, a sophomore, number 20, Grace Betzer. And at forward, a senior, number 24, Holly Shine. And at forward, a senior, number 41, Jamie Guyas. The Mishawaka Caveman coach is Coach Justin Overhoser. Tonight's game are Ryan Cummings, Gerald Johnson, and Brendan Turner. We thank them for their service and professionalism here tonight.
Welcome back to the Cave. My name is Eli Elkins, and I'm here with Harmony Lombardo. How are you, Harmony?
Doing great. I'm excited for this game. Ready to see what both teams can bring to us tonight.
Me too. I'm very excited to see what Mishawaka will bring to the court and New Prairie.
Absolutely. Mariah Young, starting with the jump ball for the Cavemen and also Fuda for New Prairie. Young tips the ball to Shine. Shine passes it to Memolenti. Memolenti trying to get through this defense. Trying to find an opening. She drives through, and that's 2 for the Cavemen.
We see that number 10 ran that ball up. She saw that opening, and she took it, and that's very important.
Absolutely. Looks like New Prairie has the ball. Hawkins winds her, passes it off to Shepard. Back to quick passes right now. Looks like Shepard struggling with the ball. Passes it off to Detchers. Looks like try to go up. Wow, scrambling with the ball there. But New Prairie got it with Brooklyn Shepard for 2.
Nice, good focus on the ball by Mishawaka. The Cavemen, stayed on that ball, kept putting that pressure, and that's very important to see at the beginning of the game.
Looks like Shine just made a layup for the Cavemen. She saw the opening right there, and she's just like, I'm just going to drive through. She drive through, made 2 for the Cavemen. Looks like it tried to happen again with, gosh, I don't remember who it was. But it looks like Memolenti's foot is out of bounds, just barely. It'll be New Prairie's ball. Few in inbounding. Quick passes right now. 3 was attempted by Shepard, but it was no good. Came in, were able to rebound. Memolenti trying to take it up. Looks like there was a pass maybe trying to be attempted to Gulius, but it was no good. New Prairie retrieve. Fuda with the ball. Passing it off to Shepard. Shepard passed it off to, gosh, I don't remember. My apologies, guys, but the 3 was attempted, but it was no good. Memolenti passing it off to Shine. Shine with a drive-in, trying to pass it off to Gulius, but it was no good. Shepard with the drive. Foul was calling the Cavemen, number 11, Mariah Young.
You saw 5, Brooklyn Shepard. She smacked that ball. I could hear from all the way up here.
Absolutely,
it was a nice,
me
good
too.
block, and it was a nice, good, she took possession of the ball, and you could see that she drove it up the court, and a foul was made, and now they're throwing free throws.
Yep, Brooklyn Shepard will be at the line. Her first one is a make. The Cavemen really just need to be careful with their hands. It's a tight game, about to be a tight game right now. Shepard actually has all 3 of New Prairie's points at the moment right now. Hopefully the Cavemen are able to score some more points, get a higher lead in this first quarter. Betzer will take it out of bounds. Passing off to Memolenti. Memolenti taking the ball up. Driving through with the pull-up, and it was good. That was a really great shot by Memolenti. She just drove through, and she just tossed it up, hoped that it was a make, and she made it. Mariah Young trying to drive through, trying to get past New Prairie's defense, but it was out of bounds on New Prairie. It'll be Caveman's ball.
Well, we saw Mariah Young kind of lose the ball right there.
Yeah, she kind of fumbled with it a little bit, and that's what you really need to be careful with that. Really just handle the ball really well. just like right there, Holly Shine almost out of bounds, trying to pass it to Young, but it went out of bounds. It'll be New Prairie's ball. That's the thing. You really need to focus on your ball handling. Really just need to be careful with certain passes. If you don't see the opening, don't do it. But as soon as you see that opening, you need to pass it immediately, because within a blink of an eye, that pass will be gone. 3 was attempted by Fuda, but it was no good.
Looks like a fight for the ball there with
jump
Mariah
ball.
Young and 33 Emma Deutscher. You know, it's important when you're fighting for the ball, it's just that you know what's happening.
You need to be careful too, though, because it could be a jump ball, and it could be anybody's ball with those jump balls. So you honestly need to be really careful. And plus fouls as well.
Looks like a tumble there.
Yeah, it looks like that there was a little bit tumbling there on the block.
Ooh, some frustration down on the court today.
Oh, yeah. A little bit of frustration right now. There's some fumbling down on there. It was passed off to Memalenti, but looked like the ball went out of bounds either on New Prairie, I'm guessing. It'll be Caven's ball. Better to inbound. A little bit of confusion on the court, but that's okay. That's okay. Just get back in it. Calm your minds.
You know, get back on your feet. Just,
Absolutely.
You know, stuff happens, and, you know, a ref could make a bad call. And I'm not saying that was a bad call, but I'm just saying that you can like and not like the call, but
exactly.
there's
Some calls you're gonna like, some calls you're not, and that's
gonna happen.
You really can't control that, especially with our refs here tonight. You just gotta let some things go, unless you know it was an obvious thing. It's like timeout was called.
Looks like a half timeout
30
here.
seconds.
And we will see. It looks like Mishawaka 6, New Prairie 4, and we will see you back on the Mishawaka Network.
Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Welcome back to The Cave. My name is Eli Elkins, and I'm here with Harmony Lombardo, Mishawaka versus New Prairie. I'm very excited for the match.
Me as well, 6-4 right now. It will be Caven's ball off the fingertips of New Prairie. It will remain Caven's ball. Better to inbound for the Cavemen. Right in that corner spot, too. That's not a really great spot to be taking the ball out.
Yeah.
But, you know, Caven managed. Looks like Shine tried to go through 2 people at the same time.
Took a tumble there.
Right, but off from New Prairie, it'll be Caven's ball once again.
When you have the ball, you know, you got to keep, you know, we've been saying this, you know, keep focus on the ball, have your ball handling down, and you just got to know what's happening sometimes.
And you can't dribble between 2 people.
No. And
that's how you trip, and that's how you fall.
That's how you trip and you fall. But, hey, you could always try. There's always
try.
that chance that, you know, you can push through and make it to the
If they're not paying attention, if the 2 players aren't paying attention, then you can't. Looks like a deep 3 was made by Millie Memalenti. That'll be 3 points for the Cavemen. That was a really good 3. I was lucky.
That was all net right there.
That was beautiful.
You know, Memalenti, these past games, we've seen her drive up the court, drive it up the court, let me tell you. And it looks like, you know, she's pulling through with those 3-pointers. You know,
She's just trying to focus. She's like, you know what? I need to focus. I need to get our team up by more points than what we're at right now. Only 5 points separates both teams. They both really just need to focus, lock in. It's like foul was called on number 4, Hannah Hawkins-Weiser. It'll be Caven's ball. A little bit of roughhousing right there.
Yeah, you know, some stuff happens. You know, it's just, you know, I like to say this every time. It's a sport. Some things happen. Some things kind of
It's going to get physical. It's like Betts are trying to inbound it to Young, but it was denied by New Prairie and made a 2.
The question I'm asking myself is, are we going to see a lot of 3-pointers from Gracie Betzer or more Memalenti?
Maybe either one. They're both really great 3-pointer shooters. I'm really hoping that we see a lot from them tonight. Memalenti with a drive in, and it was good. She saw the opening right there. She went through it. She's trying to keep that score up. She saw that New Prairie scored 2 points with that layup and was like, you know what, I'm going to do the same thing, and drove in.
Memalenti has scored not a total of 9 points in this game.
That is
almost their whole score.
Almost the whole entire team score.
That's Millie Memalenti is the top player right now.
She's a great player. She's a really great player right now.
And, you know, I've heard, you know, she's a really good player, and it shows on the court during points.
Absolutely.
Like, she's focused.
She's focused. She's locked in. She's like, you know what? I need to focus. I need to get my team up by more. 3 by number 23, Bailey Futa.
That was, that was all net.
That was crisp.
And, we can see that they're focused too. So now
Yes.
it's a nice, good fight between the two of the Cavemen and the Cougars.
Looks like that there was a kick ball off of Mama Lenti's foot. It'll be New Prairie's ball. Caymans need to be careful right now. Going into those corners right by out of bounds, that is not a good spot to go.
No,
that is a
no.
terrible spot.
Because you get cornered.
Exactly, that's how you get trapped. And then you don't know what to do. Your teammates
You can't
have
see.
to, right,
Now
your
you just
teammates
throw the
have to
ball.
you just kind of just chuck the ball up, and you don't want to do that.
Yeah, and they'll get up all in your space,
Absolutely. Looks like a little bit of fumbling right there. Looks like a foul. It's called on the Cavemen.
Looks like 44 is going to throw some free throws. It looks like
Number 44, Chloe Deutschers.
Deutsch.
Sorry, Deutschers, my apologies. Looks like some sibling love out there, number 44 and 33.
sisters.
Yes, it's the sibling power, like you guys have a connection.
That can be really good on the court. That can be really
Exactly,
good.
that's really beneficial.
That
Especially-
connection is special.
Exactly, like you guys can just read each other. Like you don't even have to talk to each other. Free throw was made. Kim's ball. It's like timeout.
Timeout.
New Prairie.
That was a really good play. Mishawaka
It'll be
11,
30-second
New
timeout.
Prairie 10. Mishawaka leading with 1, New Prairie 10. We will see you back after this commercial on the Mishawaka Network.
Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Welcome back to the Cave. My name is Eli Elkins, and I'm here with Harmony Lombardo. Mishawaka versus New Prairie. Very good game right now. Mishawaka's leading with 11-10.
1 point separating both teams. Looks like there was a foul on New Prairie. It'll be Cayman's ball. Bets are inbounding for us tonight. I feel like both teams are really working hard right now. Only 1 point separates both teams, and it could be anybody's game. It could be anybody's game.
Tables can be turned anytime.
Absolutely, and plus it's only the first quarter actually, so anything could happen within these few minutes.
Looks like 33.
So there was a foul.
Sorry, Emma Deutscher took a tumble there.
Looks like that she was trying to take a charge right there, but it was foul. It'll be Caveman's ball, Betzer to inbound.
The Cavemen are locked in right
it
now.
To Johnson. Johnson trying to go up, but it was no good. New Prairie able to rebound it. Looks like 3 was attempted by Futa, but it was retrieved by the Cayman. Memalenti going up, but it was blocked.
Memalenti drives it up the court. And she tried to make a layup, and it, got blocked.
Yeah, he's sometimes going straight through the middle, you're going to get blocked by somebody. Looks like 3 was attempted by Futa, but it was rebounded by Luther. Another foul goes to the Cavemen. Luther will be shooting 2. Looks like that, she retrieved the 3 that was attempted by Futa, and she was like, I'm going to put it back up. Looks like a foul was drawn.
Yeah, and,
First shot, no good.
Hey, the Cavemen need to be careful. We have
Absolutely.
4 fouls right now. 1 more foul, and it...
Both teams could be in foul trouble with only a few minutes left in this first half.
And,
first quarter.
That can be very dangerous, especially in the first quarter. And, everything we see in the first quarter can kind of predict what's going to happen in the second, third, and fourth.
Second free throw was good. Yeah, it's just kind of like anything could happen. Tied ball game right now. Only A minute left. Let's just hope that the Cayman are able to push through and get a couple more points before these few minutes are up. Hopefully to get up by more points than being tied. Looks like an attempt was made by Memolenti, but it was brushed off New Prairie. It'll be Cayman's ball. Johnson to inbound.
We see Memolenti, we see a lot, like she's always driving up the court. You know, she's always trying to take that layup. And right here, we see a fight for the ball. There's been a lot of fight for the ball.
Travel by Mariah Young. You know, she's kind of struggling. Like, there was no one there. It was just New Prairie surrounding her. She didn't really have much of an option.
And I see some lack of communication, you know, on the Cavemen. You know, Memolenti, she should, you know, looked at her other team and be like, hey, where's the opening? She just drove it up for a layup, and that, when you're not thinking about it.
It's like there was an offensive foul. Don't know who was on one. Offensive foul on number 24, NB Heish. It'll be Cayman's ball. Young to inbound. That was... Sometimes you really need to be careful with your hands on offense and on defense. You just got to be careful. Memolenti taking the ball up. Passing it off to Shine. Shine looking for an opening. Looks like she's dribbling it. Passing it to Betzer. Betzer with the three. And it was no good. But Holly Shine to rebound. Passing it off to Young. That was called. 2 shots for the Cavemen. Free throws. They're free. You should make them. That's what I've been saying. You got to make these free throws.
Holly Shine, that was a nice, smooth, quick pass. And Grace Betzer.
Trying to shoot that 3, and, you know, either it's going to go in or it's going to go out. But
we just got news that tomorrow there's a 2 LA.
Woo! Celebrating!
Mishawaka High School. You know, that could always change, you know,
it
like
could change.
Today.
It could close again.
We thought of 2 LA. It looks like school was canceled this morning.
Yep.
Oh, no.
We're going to have to make it up at the end of the year, though.
No.
Second free throw was no good. New Prairie able to rebound it. It's like I don't know what was just happened right there. Quick passes by New Prairie, trying to find some kind of opening with the Cavemen's defense.
You know, the Cavemen are defending zones.
Absolutely. Shot was good. Number 4, Chloe Docher for 2. 11-13, New Prairie in the lead right now by 2 points. Young trying to find somebody to give it to. Passes it off to Shine. Shine passing it to Memolenti. Looks like it was blocked. But it won't be an over and back. It wouldn't have been an over and back, though, since New Prairie.
Looks like a trip there by Memolenti right there.
Yep. Foul by number 11, Addie Luther. Cayman will be shooting 2. Memolenti. New Prairie's in foul trouble. 5 fouls.
Hey, look. You know, we saw there Memolenti, you know, tripped. And, you know, stuff like that happens. But when you look closely, like, we see that, you know, I don't know what happened there, but
first shot was good.
The Cavemen need to use these free throws as an advantage. Look.
Absolutely. If Memolenti makes this next free throw, it'll be a time game. 32.9 seconds on the clock. Let's just hope that she can make this next one.
Very exciting.
And just make sure that New Prairie is not scoring any more than what they are currently. Second shot is good. Tied ball game right now, 13-13. 30 seconds left on the clock. New Prairie bringing it up. Fuda trying to find an opening.
Caveman, good defense right there.
Looks like Fuda went to pass it off to Chloe, but
Young trying to find an opening right there, yeah.
Yeah. Young was able to get it. Young with the pull-up. 2 more points added to the Cavemen. 10 seconds left on the fourth quarter. Let's just hope that the Cavemen can deny. 3 seconds, 2, 1. Shot went up by Memolenti. So close. It was so close.
That was a really good quarter. We saw a lot. 15-13. Mishawaka 15, New Prairie 13. And we will see you back after this commercial on the Mishawaka Network.
Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903. Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Welcome back to The Cave. My name is Eli Elkins, and I'm here with Harmony Lombardo. Harmony, how are you feeling about this game? After the first quarter, we saw a lot. Mishawaka 15, New Prairie 13. How do we feel?
It could be anybody's game.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's honestly all I can say. It could be anybody's game tonight. Both teams great defensively and offensively. So it could be anybody's game. I can't really predict it. Let's just hope that the Caymen are able to pull out a win, though.
Only 2 points separating the two teams.
Absolutely. The Caymen really need to kind of get some more points up. Looks like Johnson trying to go up, but it was no good. Young able to rebound it. It'll be jump ball. It'll remain Caymen's ball.
Nice, good fight for the ball with Mariah Young. You know, we've seen her fight for the ball a lot.
Absolutely. Try to go with the pull, but it was retrieved by New Prairie. Shot was good.
For
Hawkins Weinzer really she just drove in. She was like, you know, I'm going through. And she made the shot. Cayman really just need to be careful. And travel was called on Mariah Young. Cayman need to be careful. You just gotta, just jump, stop, hold the ball, look to see who you have instead of just moving along.
Looking around, yeah.
You need to really look for openings as well.
Pass the ball around if you need to find an opening.
Right.
Like, just pass it. Like, it doesn't even have to be like a full commitment to like.
You just need quick passes. Just quick passes in order to get the defense out.
Yeah, pass it around, find a good opening in that defense.
Fumbling with the ball right now by the net. Shot was made.
We saw some pretty good defense on the Cavemen right there. You know, blocking the ball, making sure we try to get possession and try.
Cayman just need to box out.
Yeah.
That's all they need. They're like all crowded in one block. They just really need to box out. Looks like shot was trying to be made, but it was retrieved by New Prairie.
Could have looked around, could have found an opening.
It looks like pass was trying to be made, but retrieved by the Cayman. Young taking it up.
It's like
foul. Call on New Prairie. Be 2 shots. Free throws. See, look. Young makes these free throws. Tied game once again.
It's even like, sorry, excuse me. We have seen a lot of this game be separated by 2 points.
Yes.
2 or 1 points.
It's either 2 points, 1 point, or tied game. It could be anybody. It could be as I said, it could be anybody's game. First shot was a miss.
Top player, Memelensi, she is 11 points. She scored 11 points.
She has most of the team's points for the Cavemen.
Phenomenal.
Absolutely.
We can tell that she's a very good player on the court. She's really good at driving it up. We've said that a lot.
Absolutely. Second shot was good.
Looks like Mishawaka 16 and New Prairie 17. 16, 17.
Not with the jokes.
Okay.
Get the 6-7 jokes out of here. It's the big 2026. Let's not do it. Looks like a substitution came in for the game. Leah Gradeless. Leah Gradeless, she's a really good player. Oh, and looks like a fumble just happened. Kind of tripped over players.
Here goes that corner.
Bets are able to retrieve it, trying to find somebody. Looks like a lot just happened. Looks like
Memelensi
kind of got hit in the back right there. It's the worst spot to get hit.
Going back to that corner.
That's
very
the
bad
worst
spot to be.
Either you're going out of bounds or your 5-second call.
Yeah.
He's got to be careful. Gradeless trying to find an opening, passing it off to Memelenti. Memelenti trying to find another opening, passing it to Johnson. Johnson with the drive-in, passing it off to Betzer. Betzer loses the ball, but it was off New Prairie. It'll be Cayman's ball. That was...
Looks like it slipped out of Gracie Betzer's hands.
Yeah, it just kind of slipped out of her hand, but New Prairie hit it out. It will still remain Cayman's ball. Johnson inbounding for us.
You need to have a good grip on the ball.
Absolutely.
Especially when you're next to the hoop. very important to have a good grip on the ball. You want to make sure you're focused, want to make sure you're locked in.
Absolutely. Looks like Gradeless trying to find an opening right now. Looks like she went to pass it off to Shine. Shine passes it back to Gradeless. Gradeless losing the ball, gives it to Johnson. Johnson trying to find somebody. Passing off to Gradeless. Gradeless trying to go through. It was off of her foot. It'll be New Prairie's ball.
Only 3 points separating these teams right now.
Both teams need to be really careful at the moment, because it still can be anybody's game, defensive-wise and offensive-wise. They just need to be really careful. It's like Hawk and Wides are trying to go up, but it was no good. Shine able to rebound it. Looks like she went to pass it off to Gradeless, but Gradeless lost the ball.
Looks like
it'll be New Prairie's ball.
Miscommunication down there with
Gradeless and Shine.
Yeah.
Looks like substitution coming into the game, number 11, Mariah Young. And a couple substitutions, my apologies, couple substitutions for New Prairie. Looks like New Prairie inbounding. Looks like they're just trying to find something. It looks like the Cayman are in a 2-3 at the moment. Looks like ball was retrieved by Young. Young taking it up. So she's going to drive through with the layup. 2 points and 1.
Hey, you know, Young
If
drove
she
up
makes
the court.
if she makes this free throw,
That's good.
tied game once again.
No, I don't think tied game. Is it 1 free throw?
Yeah, it's 1 free throw and
Wow.
1. She made her layup. She also got fouled and 1. Number substitution coming into the game, number 2, Riley Ensberger.
All right, let's hope Young makes this free throw. It
If
makes
she
a
makes
tie
it,
game.
tie game. Tied game.
Hey, look, New Prairie needs to be careful because they're not close to foul trouble, but they already have 2 fouls. And as we saw in the first quarter,
Jump ball.
New Prairie ended up getting into foul trouble. So I think that's one thing they need to be careful about is making those fouls. And making those fouls accordingly, I guess.
Absolutely. Looks like it was a jump ball. Shepard inbounding. Keeping it New Prairie's ball. It's like passing off to Fuda, but a little bit of fumbling just happened right there. Shot was attempted by Unsberg. It was no good.
Fight for the
It'll
ball
be
against
Taven's ball
Gracie Betzer and
to inbound. Betzer passing off to Young. Young taking the ball up the court. Saw an opening. Travel was called. I saw what she was trying to do. She was just trying to go in with that drive, trying to get there. But there was 3 New Prairie players right there blocking her way, and kind of fumbled a little bit, causing a traveling violation.
it happens.
Yes, it happens. Sometimes you can't control it either. That was called number 4, Anaya Johnson. It will stay New Prairie's ball. Fuda inbounding. Passing it off to Shepard. Passing it back to Fuda. Fuda trying to find an opening. Shot went up. Fouled. Called a number 11, Mariah Young.
New Prairie needs to be a little more focused on their offense.
Fuda shooting 2.
And the Cavemen need,
They both have 2 fouls. Both teams have 2 fouls. Both teams need to be really careful, especially when it's a tight game. First shot was a miss. They need to both teams really just need to get up in points. Shoot some threes, get some layups, try to draw some fouls as well. You really just need to get up instead of having a really close game, because if it's a close game, it's anybody's game. Second shot was a miss. Young to inbound. Young able to retrieve it, passing off to Betzer. Betzer tried to shoot it, but it was no good. Young able to retrieve it, but it was taken away. Fuda taking the ball up. Looks like she was trying to pass it off. Memolenti able to get the ball back. Looks like she's trying to find an opening. Right now, a little bit struggling with the New Prairie's defense.
Trying to find an opening.
Absolutely. It's really hard, especially when you have good defense. You really just need to be careful.
Look, 24, Holly Shine.
Shine open, shoots it. It's no good, but she was able to get her own rebound.
I think
like she went to pass it to Johnson.
This type of situation, I know it can be hard. Like, I mean, they're right up on you, but you know, when it comes to where Holly Shine was, she should have just looked for an opening, look who's open, and try to make an opening.
She just
move around,
threw the ball, but that's understandable. You're kind of a bit under pressure when there's a lot of people on you. You're kind of in a bit of pressure, but you really need to be careful. Looks like a shot was trying to go up by New Prairie. Betts are able to retrieve it, passing off to Memolenti. Memolenti trying to find a way to get over, manages. Trying to find someone to pass it to, passing it to Young.
Brooklyn Shepherd is keeping up with Millie Mamalenti.
Absolutely. Young passing to Shine. Shine going with the drive. Guess not. Passing off to Memolenti. Memolenti with the three. It was no good. Traveling violation by number 23, Bailey Fuda. It'll be Cayman's ball. Really tough game right now. Only a minute and a tied game right now. Looks like full timeout called by the Cavemen.
Mishawaka 19, New Prairie 19, time game. Both equal fouls. We will see you back on the Mishawaka Network after this break.
Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Welcome back to the Cave. My name is Eli Elkins, and I'm here with Harmony Lombardo. Mishawaka versus New Prairie tied game. You know, we see we see New Prairie put a lot of ball pressure on the Cavemen, and it can be difficult to get that ball to the hoop.
Absolutely. The New Prairie's defense is really great right now. The Cavemen are kind of struggling under pressure. Looks like it went out of bounds by New Prairie. Betts are to inbound.
And it's even harder with, you know, Reese Brew out of the game. That's one less ball handler.
Was called Holly Shine for an and one.
Yes.
We love some and one. 21-19 right now. Holly Shine shooting one. We love our and ones.
Look, it's really hard with Reese Brew out of the game because that's one less ball handler.
Absolutely.
And, you know,
we need as many ball handlers as possible.
Millie Mamalenti and who else is a ball handler?
It's like a lane violation on New Prairie, number 33, Emma Dutchers. Looks like her sister came into the game for her. Shine shooting wants another one for that lane violation. She'll be shooting one more. Hopefully she can make this one. This shot is good.
Wow, Mishawaka leading 22-19.
It can still be anybody's game, though.
Anybody, yeah. You know, I mean, we also still have 2 more quarters to go.
Absolutely.
Look, it can be anybody's game by the 4th quarter.
Absolutely. Both teams just really need to be careful with their passes. Be careful, just like right there. You need to be careful with your passes. Be careful handling the ball and on defense as well.
They can't even need to bump up their defense right there. I mean,
shot was made by Millie Memolenti. 24-19.
That was a really good shot by Millie Mamalenti right there.
Absolutely.
You know, we've seen a lot from this game. We've seen a lot from her from this game. You know, she has made
a total
on
Johnson, 3 shots. for New Prairie.
Millie Mamalensi has made a total of 13 points. We
That's
see that,
almost the entire score for
basically.
the Cavemen.
Look.
She's the highest scorer on the Cavemen right now. Looks like number 23, Bailey Fuda, was shooting 3 shots since she attempted a 3.
Look,
but then a foul was called.
Cavemen and New Prairie need to be both of them need to be very careful
Absolutely.
for
First shot
foul
was a
trouble
miss.
because that can be very difficult to come back from, having so many free throws thrown and them all making the points.
Right, you just got to be careful. You just got to be really careful where your hands are at. Just need to lock in. Second shot was good. One more to go.
Let me tell you.
Substitution coming into the game. Number 41, Jamie Gulius.
Let me tell you, it's very quiet in here.
Absolutely.
The weather is really bad.
Oh, yeah, the weather is... That's why we got to our blood.
Hey?
Hey.
Yeah.
Third shot is a make. It's 3 points separating both teams at the moment. Bets are inbounding it to Memalenti. Memalenti trying to dribble it up. With the drive in once again, and the pull up too. See, look, New Prairie needs to watch out for her.
Yes.
She's always driving in.
Look.
She's made almost every single shot that she's driven in.
That was a flawless 2-pointer right there.
Flawless. It was just amazing. I'm flabbergasted right now.
I mean, what we saw right there, Memalenti is always right there to grab the ball. She's always there for defense.
3 was a miss by Mariah Young. Prairie to inbound.
It can be difficult almost being the only ball handler.
Absolutely. Cayman really just need to step up their game, trying to have different ball handlers. I think that all 5 players should be able to ball handle. Looks like pass was blocked by Holly Shine. Memalenti going up. Shot was a miss. Looks like a foul. Caveman foul. It'll be New Prairie's ball. A lot of frustration on the court right now, especially with Young. Everybody just needs to breathe. 36 seconds left on the clock right now. 26-21. 5 points separating both teams. Let's just see if New Prairie is able to get some points in these last few minutes. Last few seconds, actually. Shot went up. It was no good. No shot went up. Foul on the Cavemen. 2 shots.
No. Look, the Cavemen only have to make one more foul for them to be in foul trouble. That's something they need to look out for.
There's only 14 seconds left.
You know that's true.
But anything can happen in 14 seconds. You never know.
Yeah, a lot can. They can make another foul.
Hannah Hawkins Weinzer will be at the free throw line. First shot was made. 1 more to go. Cavemen are actually in foul trouble. 5 fouls for the Cavemen. You need to be careful in these last 14 seconds of the second quarter before we go into the second half. Second shot is a miss. Shine able to retrieve the ball, passing it off to Gulius. Gulius passing it off to Young. Young with the drive-in.
Wow.
And 1 by Mariah Young. We've been seeing a lot of no shot, actually. My apologies. She'll be shooting 2. Looks like a kind of trying to...
Yeah, it looks like, Young accidentally shouldered her right there.
Yeah, looks like that New Prairie tried to do a charge, but it was no good. Bets are inbounding. Passing it off to Shine. Passing it to Memalenti. Memalenti trying to find an opening. Passing it to Young. Shot was missed. 26-22. Still anybody's game, Eli.
Yes, look.
Anybody's game.
Very good second quarter right there.
Absolutely.
A lot of pressure, a lot of frustration on the court. But, we need, the Cavemen and New Prairie can, take a deep breath, calm down, think about what they're going to do next.
Absolutely. I'm really hoping that Coach O is able to just try to regroup with the Cavemen, try to get, the score up right now. Because score is really close right now, and both teams just really need to be careful.
Thursday is their last game of the season against Goshen.
Before sectionals. I'm really hoping it's a winnable game for the Cavemen against Goshen. It will also be a home game as well.
It's also a senior night.
Hey, that's a lot to celebrate.
Yes, it's their last game of the season. The 4 seniors gonna be very, emotional.
Yes, I might cry.
And next week is sectionals.
Yes. Cavemen will be facing off against South Bend Adams at Penn. Penn will be hosting sectionals for us. So let's just, against South Bend Adams, the Cayman, it was a really close game, just like this game tonight.
Very
really
exciting.
Close game. Very excited.
I feel like it would be a lot more exciting for a lot more people if the weather wasn't so bad. But You know what? Let's hope the weather gets better. Mishawaka 26, New Prairie 22. We'll see you back on the third quarter on the Mishawaka Network.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports, here's Commissioner Paul Neidig.
Welcome into the Commissioner's Corner, our weekly conversation with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. I'm Brendan King. Paul, great to be with you as always. And we start this episode with maybe a sentence that none of us thought we'd be saying a number of years ago, but the Indiana football Hoosiers are college football playoff national champions. An incredible run in the playoff for the Hoosiers. And, Paul, it connects with what you guys do in high school sports. We'll talk about the Hoosiers roster in just a little bit, but what's your reaction to it all? You got to see the Rose Bowl, of course, and what a team it ended up being for Kurt Cignetti.
They've talked a little bit about creating the movie, and I think when you really look at what this football team has done in capturing not only Indiana, but the country and following those, it's incredible the number of people who have come out and watched the Hoosiers throughout their tournament series. I mean, I can remember going to Memorial Stadium many times, and I could kind of have my pick of seats in the place, and especially the second half. And to watch them grow beyond those days in just 2 short years, I think it allows people to realize that the things that are once thought impossible can be done. And I think that's a tribute to Coach Cignetti and the entire President Witten, Athletic Director Dolson. Their dream and their ability to sell this to the Indiana community is just phenomenal. And it should have a story written about it, because we've never seen anything like this in the world of college sports, and it goes along with the movie Hoosiers. I saw those things and a lot of things that have been folklore in the Indiana history, and this is just another chapter in the incredible sports story of Indiana.
31 players on that Indiana roster from this state, played high school football in this state. I'm sure many of them on Friday nights were having their names talked about on Indiana Sports Talk and what they did under the lights on Fridays, helping their communities. But, what does that mean for you guys over at the office of the IHSAA that, 31 kids that came through your program in a way are now national champions?
Well, I mean, it's exciting for us. And I think kids in Indiana, it's a tribute to the coaches that we have in the state of Indiana. They're taking these, in football, they're taking these student athletes. One, they teach them to be an athlete or a student first, but then they're teaching them with a high level of coaching to be the best athlete they can be. And the skill set training that they get allows a lot of students in Indiana to dream of that next level. And it doesn't happen that way everywhere. But Indiana is blessed with a plethora of incredible coaches that develop students throughout their high school career. And when they have an opportunity to be with that coach in 4 years of their high school, those lessons build upon themselves. And that's just a product of what we see.
That's Paul Neidig. I'm Brendan King. This is the Commissioner's Corner. Paul, other stuff going on with the IHSAA girls wrestling just wrapped up over at the Coliseum. Whiteland finishing with the top spot in girls wrestling. 2 individual state champions Crown Point, Hobart, and Columbus East following in the standings. And, of course, boys wrestling coming up as well. So can you just break down the weekend for the girls wrestling state titles and what's coming up for the boys too?
Well, girls wrestling was a great weekend, and we saw a significant amount of growth in not only the quality of wrestling in its second year of state championship participation, but in the number of fans. I mean, we were up almost 1,000 fans this past weekend over the previous year, this past Friday. And so that's exciting. And we knew girls wrestling would continue to grow. The fan base loves their sport, and we're excited about it. And then we turn right around the corner. And a week from this Saturday, we kick off with the boys wrestling tournament, and I'm sure it's going to be a tournament to be excited about throughout the entire 4-week march to the state finals.
And Paul, less than a minute here. Girls basketball pairing show coming up. Ready to kick off the basketball state tournaments. It's coming.
It is. It's time, and we're excited about it. A lot of great girls basketball being played in this state, and Assistant Commissioner Jane Schott does a great job as a former high school basketball coach and player at Purdue of really celebrating girls basketball in a proper way in this state.
It's the Commissioner's Corner. That's Paul. I'm Brendan. Appreciate the time, Paul. Talk to you next week.
We'll talk to you next week, Brendan.
Thanks for listening to The Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig, and thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your community.
He's got it. Fade no deal. Gets it done. First period.
What a throw. I mean, wow. There was almost nothing there, and he just... What a win by Braden Reed.
Forte Waterproofing is celebrating over 60 years of satisfied customers. Experience, innovation, hard work, confidence, pride, honesty, integrity, determined, committed to achieve excellence. Fix it with Forte, fix it for good.
Welcome back to The Cave. My name is Eli Elkins, and I'm here with Harmony Lombardo. This game so far is so good. We're coming back on the third quarter, but we want to remind you of a few things. Thursday is the girls basketball game against Goshen, their last game of the season, senior night. Friday is boys Goshen. We're honoring Dave Troyer. Sorry.
It's okay.
Friday is the boys basketball against Goshen. We're also honoring Dave Troyer. Saturday is wrestling sectionals. You can only watch it on IHSAA TV, not Facebook, not anything else. IHSAA. And tonight, very exciting, tonight is IU basketball at 9 p.m. against Purdue.
Woohoo!
Hey,
I'm going to be watching it.
I'm an IU fan. I don't know about anyone else on here.
I love IU.
But IU all the way.
I'm going to be watching it at home, get hyped up after this game. I'm going to be at home, hyped up there. Let's just hope that IU is also able to pull out a win tonight at 9 o'clock.
Are you really a Hoosier if you don't like IU? Let's be for real.
But it might be a tough game. Who knows?
Look,
but I'm excited. I'm
excited for that, too. I might watch that tonight.
I am, definitely. I'm going to be laying in my bed, eating food, and watching the game tonight.
But you know what I'm even more excited for?
This
next quarter.
Boom!
Bam, let's go.
He'll start New Prairie's ball. Really, really tight defense that it came in on. I'm really hoping that Coach O went into the locker room and talked to the cavemen about defensive, and you'd be like, you guys got to be tight. You guys got to be really careful. Keep your arms out. Make sure that they're not able to score around you. Really hoping that he had a good talk with them.
I really hope that he also told them that stay with the corners. The corners are the worst place ever you could ever be
Absolutely.
in a game. You're going to get cornered. It's not a good place.
Absolutely. I'm just really hoping that he was able to keep them calm, trying to tell them, hey, we got this. It may be a close game, but we got it. Looks like Kamen was able to retrieve the ball. Young taking it up the court. Looks like trying to find something, at least anything, Just dribbling around, trying to find an opening, passing it off to Memolenti. Memolenti driving in. It's no good this time. Looks like Young was able to retrieve the ball, but it'll be a jump ball. It will remain Caveman's ball.
Look, the Caveman, Grace Betzer was wide open. And, we've seen a lot of the season that Grace Betzer is really good at showing those free throws.
Yes.
She was open, had that opportunity.
Yes. We haven't really seen Betzer made a three at all this game. I haven't seen her shoot one. Really hoping that she's able to. Looks like New Prairie was able to retrieve the ball.
A big fumble there.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a fumbling, a little upset people, getting a little bit upset about it. Looks like Shine was able to rebound. Memolenti dribbling up the court for the layup, but it was no good. Looks like Johnson tried to pass it off to another teammate, but New Prairie was able to rebound.
Lots of pressure going on in this game.
Looks like Emma Dutchers went to shoot the ball, but passed it out. 2 points was added to Cavemen. 3 points, Bailey Fuda. 5-second call was called on the Cavemen. It'll be New Prairie's ball.
A lot of pressure going around this third quarter. It's crazy.
Absolutely.
The Cavemen are putting pressure, but so is New Prairie, and they're putting a lot of pressure, and that's really affecting the Cavemen.
Three was made by number 5, Brooklyn Shepard.
Mishawaka loses the lead.
And only by 2 points. Only by 2 points.
Hey, it's still
I feel like that they can come back. Looks like Young fumbling with the ball. Betzer with the three, and it's good. That is what we like to see.
There is our three
here.
that we were talking about there. Grace Betzer throwing that three, showing that, she's always going to make at least one three-pointer this game, every game.
Traveling violation called on Holly Shine. Looks like she's getting a little bit frustrated right now. Looks like it'll be New Prairie's ball.
A lot. Yeah, looks down there. Frustration.
You just got to keep calm. You don't want to get frustrated. Foul was called. Number 11, Mariah Young. It'll be New Prairie's ball.
A lot of frustration.
Yeah.
We did it at the same time.
Great minds
a lot of frustration going on down
Young
the court.
And if you look on the scoreboard right now, Young has 4 fouls already.
Yeah.
One more foul, and she's out of the game. And I feel like that I'm really hoping that Coach O is able to take her out for a little bit because she's a really beneficial player for the Cavemen. Hoping that he, tries... Timeout called for the Cavemen. 30-second. Full timeout, actually. My apologies. I'm really hoping Coach O is able to talk with the team right now. We'll be back with you here on the Mishawaka Network.
Forte Waterproofing is celebrating over 60 years of satisfied customers. Experience, innovation, hard work, confidence, pride, honesty, integrity, determined, committed to achieve excellence. Fix it with Forte, fix it for good.
Welcome back here on the Mishawaka Network. I'm Harmon Lombardo here with Eli Elkins for the girls varsity match against New Prairie. Really close game right now, 29-30, 1 point separating these teams.
Yeah, and...
Oh, it looks like there was a pass by Shine trying to pass it off to Memolenti. Almost caught it, but it was caught by New Prairie.
Ooh, breaking through. Wow.
Looks like Hawkins Weinzer went to do the layup, but it was no good. But Emma Dutchers was right there for her and got it back.
Hawkins Weinzer broke right through that defense.
Absolutely.
And really smoothly, too. And we can tell that they've worked on breaking through defenses really, like, a lot. Hey, when I talked to the new Prairie coach, she said, be prepared on defense.
And Naya with 2 for the Cavemen.
1 point separating these teams.
This game is intense and very close. Really hoping we don't go into OT, because if we go into OT, going to be very upset.
Looks like
Traveling violation on New Prairie. It will be Cavemen's ball. Johnson inbounding. I'm just hoping we're not going into overtime.
Hey,
I'm really
that's
hoping
in the fourth quarter. Anything could happen right now.
Ball was hit out of New Prairie's hands. It'll remain Cavemen's ball. Johnson to inbound. It's like struggling.
I think a lot of
Pass it off to Betzer. Betzer slips it right out of her hands.
Look, a lot of frustration was going down there.
Hawkin-Weinzer with 2.
A lot of frustration.
Inbounding, passing it off to Betzer. Yeah, there's a lot of frustration happening right now.
And I think the Cavemen just need to stop. Think about it. Calm down. Take a time to
They're getting frustrated. You can
Very
tell.
frustrated. And it's affecting their focus on the game.
They really just need to talk to each other and just be calm. Frustration, you don't want to get overly frustrated because then it's going to affect everyone else. Johnson with the floater, and it's good. 2 points for the Cavemen.
Nice, good layup, and look, just taking the lead by 1 point.
1 point. 1 point. It's a really tough game right now. Hawkin-Weinzer with the throw, but it was no good. A little fumbleation with the ball. It's like Cavemen went to rebound it, but looks like New Prairie was able to steal it. Ball was out. I think ball was out on New Prairie.
Caveman ball.
It's like substitution coming into the game. Number 11, Addie Luther.
The Cavemen are playing real hard on offense and defense, and you can't play too hard because you'll get fouls.
Either you'll fumble the ball or you'll foul.
Yeah.
Johnson driving in. It was no good. No foul was called. A little bit of frustration on the court right now about the foul.
Miscommunication a lot.
Yeah.
I think the Cavemen, like I said, you need to slow down and, communicate more.
Memalenti taking the ball, passing it to Shine. Shine with the layup, and 2.
Look, that was a really good communication there. Memalenti looked at Holly Shine and said, hey, I want to pass it to you. Make that layup. Make sure you make the layup and make sure you know you can make it.
It's like foul was called on the Cavemen. Number 24, Holly Shine. Hawkin-Weinzer shooting 2.
This is a crazy third quarter. Look, like I said, focus. Cavemen need to focus. It is really affecting the game right now because they keep losing their lead.
I'm just really hoping that the Cavemen, during these free throws, are able to calm down, just relax a little bit until the next free throw. First shot was good. Tied ball game right now.
Tied game. Come on.
She makes this next one. Next one was a miss. Just like a lane violation on the Cavemen. Substitution coming into the game. Number 22, Leah Gradeless. She will be, Hawkin-Weinzer will be shooting another free throw for that lane violation.
Oh.
A little bit of frustration though. Free throw is good. Once again, 1 point. It's always 1 point. 1, 2, or 3 points. Never been above. Memalenti taking the ball up. Finding an opening with a drive in, but it was no good.
They came in and need to share the ball.
Absolutely.
That is a very big thing that needs to happen. And I think the Cavemen would benefit from it. Sharing the ball, especially going into sectionals next week.
They just need to focus. They need to share the ball. Communication is key. Need to talk and be like, hey, this needs to happen. We need to pass it here and there. Run a play. I haven't seen them really run a play much. 3 was attempted, but it was no good. Memalenti taking the ball up, passing off to Gulias. Back to Memalenti with the 3, but it was no good. New Prairie to retrieve it. So you just got to be quick. Quick passes, quick feet.
Very close game.
Shot was made. Number 23, Bailey Fuda.
they're not talking to each other, and that's the problem.
They need to speak.
Cavemen need to talk to each other.
Absolutely, they need to talk. They haven't ran a single. I don't think they've ran a play, really much of a play. They're just kind of passing it off. Really hoping that they're able to help. Looks like Betzer trying to pass it off to Gradeless. But a hit off of a New Prairie player. It'll be Cayman's ball, Betzer to inbound. My apologies, not Betzer to inbound, Memolente to inbound.
The coach is yelling at them.
Memolente passing it to Shine, passing it to Betzer. Looks the pump fake. Floater is no good. New Prairie to retreat.
It's silent.
It's
and
dead silent. It's quiet.
A bad thing. That's horrible.
You can hear a pin drop.
Literally.
Looks like it'll be out of bounds on New Prairie. It'll be Cayman's ball. Betzer to inbound.
Look, both teams, New Prairie and Cavemen, they need to talk.
Yeah, it's
like
silent.
even if it's loud, like you need to tell your teammate, hey, I'm doing this. I need you to be here just in case I miss it.
Absolutely. They just really need to. They just need to be with each other. On the court, foul was called on New Prairie. It'll remain Cayman's ball. Number 4, Hannah Hockenweiser. Substitution coming into the game. Number 24, Envy Hesch. My apologies. Betzer inbounding. A lot of frustration on the court. You can tell that there's frustration on the court right now.
Pin drop. You can hear a pin drop in here.
Exactly. Quiet. Betzer trying to find an opening. Pass it to Gradeless. Looks like Gradeless went to pass it off. Looks like she went to pass it off to Memolente. Looks like Gradeless is getting frustrated a little bit. She kind of held her jersey right there.
Look, the team just need to lock in. Literally lock in. Because
they're getting frustrated. They really just need to take a breather.
It's becoming a problem.
Looks like refs are talking right now, trying to figure out what's going on. Looks like holding foul.
Potential foul.
Potential foul. There will be 2 shots. No.
Really confusing right there.
Shepherd will be shooting free throws, but everyone else will be over half court.
This is a crazy game. Oh, intentional. Intentional foul.
First shot was made. Second shot was a miss. Johnson, number 4, Anaya Johnson coming in for Leah Gradeless. It'll be New Prairie's possession.
I think there's a lot of confusion down on the court.
Yeah. I was a bit confused. I was like, oh my goodness, guys, what is happening? But
I mean, the confusion, we come back to the communication.
Absolutely.
And we have said that so many times, but let me tell you.
It's a big thing. It's a big thing in basketball. That is like one of the key things. Memolente with the floater, but offensive foul. It'll be New Prairie's ball. Just frustration. Everybody, you can tell on a lot of the players that they're very frustrated with this game right now, especially a game this close, 4 points separating both teams. Could be really frustrating. I would be frustrated. Especially a game this close, I would be frustrated. But the Cayman just need to be careful.
There's like a slip there.
It's like another foul on Millie Memolente. 2 shots for New Prairie.
Look, Memolente, lock in. She needs to lock in. Look, when it comes to making fouls, you really got to pay attention.
You have to.
Of where you're at, where you're placing your feet.
We already have 5 fouls. Cayman already have 5 fouls. Any more times that they foul, New Prairie will be at the line.
35-40. Look.
First shot was a make.
5-point difference.
The Cayman Days need to be really careful right now. 5 points. I mean, not 5 points. My apologies. Yes, 5 points, actually. Second shot was made.
Making it 6 points.
Making it 6 points. It's frustration. Both teams are frustrated. Looks like it was hit off New Prairie's hand. It will be Caveman's ball still. There's just a lot of frustration between the Cavemen at the moment. You know, just trying to figure out an opening, trying to find somebody to give it to. It's just difficult. Johnson with the trying to go for a layup, but was denied, but was also a foul, so she will be shooting 2 for the Cavemen.
Look, they need to make these free throws. If they don't, it's...
Free throws win games.
Look, they do. They give you a great lead.
Exactly,
And
especially when you make them.
The Cavemen need to share the ball. Look,
Yes.
you know, one person gets the ball, drives up the court, doesn't...
First shot was a make. They just really need to talk. Unless the play involves only one person with the ball, then they need to talk, need to run a play and trying to pass the ball. You need quick passes. If you do quick passes, that's how you get openings. That's how you drive through and make your layups. Second shot was good, 37-41. It's still New Prairie's game at the moment. Looks like it was off of the Caveman. It'll be New Prairie's ball. 52 seconds left on the clock right now in this third quarter. Still one more quarter to go. 37-41. Foul was made and one.
Cheering.
Those and ones. Everybody gets hyped when there's an and one.
Yeah.
Everybody. Should be shooting 1. Shot was good. Johnson passing it off to Betzer. Betzer trying to passes it off to Johnson.
Wow.
Johnson going through. Shot was a miss. Shine able to rebound it, but it also missed. Able to tip it off to Memolenti. Memolenti able to make that shot for the Cavemen. 26 seconds left on the clock right now. It's a frustrating game. A little bit of fumbling with the ball. I feel like both teams are under pressure right now. Memolenti able to retrieve the ball. Trying to go for a layup. It was missed, but Betzer able to retrieve the ball, pass it off to Johnson. Johnson with the 3. It was a miss. Looks like Gulius was able to get the ball, but fell out of her hands.
A lot of the ball, a lot.
Fumbling.
A lot of fumbling.
I feel like it's the frustration. Both teams getting frustrated. Both teams getting in their heads at the moment right now. Both teams really just need to calm down. Hopefully in this minute, they're able to calm down.
Keep a good grip on the ball.
Exactly.
Mishawaka,
you need to hold the ball.
Mishawaka 39, New Prairie 44. We'll see you after this commercial in the fourth quarter.
Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Come and visit the Mishawaka Historical Museum and make sure to check out all of their different exhibits, such as their industries and businesses, church and faith, historic landmarks, military heritage, school, and their famous Mishawakans exhibit, including some of our very own Caveman alumni, as well as a working model train set and a brand new exhibit, Treasures from our collection. Located at 121 South Main Street, doors are open every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. each day. $5 for entry for adults, $3 for students, and kids under 5 enter for free.
Welcome back to The Cave. My name is Eli Elkins, and I'm here with Harmony Lombardo. Mishawaka versus New Prairie. Mishawaka 39, New Prairie 44 on the fourth quarter. This game's going pretty good. A lot of stuff's happening. And
Just like a layup right there, 46-39. Really tough game right now. Both teams.
Very tough.
I feel like both teams are really frustrated at the moment. Betzer with the layup, but it was no good. I feel like both teams are really frustrated at the moment. It's like shot went up by Chloe Dutchers. but it was retrieved by Gulius. Gulius passing it off to Johnson. Looks like a little bit of fumbling with the ball. New Prairie able to retrieve it. Looks like a lot of quick passes by New Prairie. Looks like there was a foul on Holly Shine. 2 shots for Hannah Hockenweiser.
The Cavemen need to stop the fouls. Like, they need to, I don't know how to word it. They just need to stop making the fouls because it's really affecting. It's really affecting because now they got into foul trouble the past 3 quarters.
Exactly. They just need to be careful with their hands, keep their hands out and up when needed. Substitution coming into the game, number 21, Moral Farhan. We haven't really seen her much in varsity games. Glad that she's in.
Very exciting.
Hoping that she's able to get the score up. Second shot was a make.
Let's see what she brings to the table onto the court.
Betzer passing off to Memolenti. Memolenti driving in once again. Shot was a miss, though. New Prairie able to retrieve it. Looks like Memolenti stole the ball. Foul. Pretty sure a foul on New Prairie. It'll remain Cayman's ball.
Oof. A lot is going down on the court today.
Yeah. Looks like Johnson inbounding for the Cavemen. Johnson passing it to forehand. Passing it to Gulius. Gulius with the shot, and it was made.
If the Cavemen keep going on with this, making those 3-pointers, making those points, keeping that consistency, it could change, it could turn tables.
Absolutely.
Mishawaka take that lead and win the game tonight.
Layup made by Betzer. Memolenti saw the opportunity. She saw that Betzer. She was like, you know what? You need to get this shot. I'm going to pass it off to you. You need to drive in to make that shot, which
Looks like
she did.
A full timeout. Mishawaka 43, New Prairie 48. A lot's going on in the 4th quarter, but we will see you after this break on the Mishawaka Network.
Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903. Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Welcome back to The Cave. My name is Eli Elkins, and I'm with Harmony Lombardo on the Mishawaka Network. Today is Mishawaka versus New Prairie. Crazy game going on tonight.
5 points separating these
Look,
teams.
Memolenti is leading she has made a total of 17 points today. Flawless. She has made some good layups. We have seen a lot go on the court.
Absolutely. Some good plays, some bad plays.
Yeah, and miscommunication happens every game.
But it's okay. I'm hoping that the Caymen are able to push through. Looks like Memolenti just stole the ball from New Prairie with the layup, and it's a make. 45-48. 3 points now separating both teams.
Memolenti always driving up the court.
That's what New Prairie needs to watch out for.
Yes.
They need to watch out for Memolenti. She's always there, either shooting a 3 or driving in. They need to be really careful with her.
I think the Caymen need to look out for, number 5 and number 4, Brooklyn Shepard and Hannah Hawkins-Weinzener.
Oh, yes. Those are really good players.
Some strong players there.
Yeah, Hawkins-Weinzener has 15 points. Wow. My apologies. While Brooklyn Shepard has 8. But also another top shooter for New Prairie, number 23, Bailey Fuda.
Wow.
Looks like
the ref made a call nobody likes down here.
Oh, yeah. Caveman foul. Nobody really happy with this.
Yeah. a lot.
A lot of disagreements with
A lot
the
of
refs.
disagreements down here.
But there's nothing that you can really do with the refs. Once
Yeah.
the refs call a play, it's kind of hard to objectify it. You just need to kind of just go with it and just be
Get back on your feet.
Exactly. You just need to lock in. If the ref made a foul that you didn't like, you just got to get over it, even if you are not very happy with it.
It happens.
You just need to get it over your head. First shot was a miss. Second shot is another miss. It'll be Cayman's ball.
We see the Cavemen, a lot of, encouragement, a lot of energy, bringing up their team like, hey, a lot has happened, in this game, the 3-4 quarters. Like, come on, get back on our feet, let's go.
Another Cayman foul on number 4, Nia Johnson. Look, already 4 fouls by the Cavemen. 4 fouls already. And we're barely in. We have only a few more minutes left in this fourth quarter. Cayman need to be careful. 3 was attempted by Hawkins Weinzer, but it was no good.
Fight for the ball there.
Fight for the ball.
Hey, the Cayman need to be really careful. They are almost in foul trouble. 4 fouls, one more foul, and it's foul trouble. And that can put them in a really, really, really bad situation.
Exactly, offensively and defensively. They really just need to be careful with their hands, both on offense and on defense. Looks like Betzer tried to give it to Gulius, but was denied by New Prairie. Betzer giving it to Memalenti. Memalenti driving through once again, passing off to Gulius. Passing off to Farhan. 2 shots going to the Cavemen. Let's just hope Moral Farhan is able to make her shots. She's really great with her free throws. Let's just hope that she can make these next 2 free throws.
New Prairie's defense has gotten stronger, but, that's going back to, like, looking at their defense, seeing who is on defense.
Exactly. First shot was a miss. You just need to be really careful. Both teams need to be careful. And their substitution coming into the game, number 11, Mariah Young. Mariah Young has 4 fouls. 4 fouls. So she needs to be careful. And also with Nia Johnson, she also needs to be really careful of her fouls. Both players just need to watch where their hands are at, or else they will be fouling out. Young able to retrieve the rebound off that free throw. Memalenti with the floater, but it was no good. Young able to retrieve the ball once again, shooting a 3, but it was a miss. New Prairie rebounding it. That was really good by Young, able to retrieve the ball twice.
Yeah, but looking for that opening, New Prairie's defense, got better.
Yes.
But our, Cavemen's offense needs to get better too. I think it goes both ways.
Young, a little bit of fumbling with the ball right there. Moral forehand, able to make her layup. Young kind of just passed it off to her. It was like, here, take it. You're right open. Passing it off.
3 points only separating these 2 teams.
Once again.
Making that 5.
Making it 5. It's always been 5. I feel like the max has always been 5 with these 2 teams.
Actually, it's been 10. I think it was.
I think it's 10. I don't know.
I think
I think it is 5.
Yeah.
But it will remain Caveman's ball as it went off of New Prairie's hands. It will remain Caveman's ball. Johnson to inbound.
We've seen the
trying
type
to
of
find
defenses.
an opening. Passing it to Farhan. Farhan taking the ball up, kind of losing it, passing it to Gulius. Gulius missing the layup, but Young able to rebound. It was a miss. Passing it to New Prairie. New Prairie able to retrieve it. And an open layup right there.
We have seen multiple types of defenses here. We've seen the Cavemen play, their defense in the zones. But, New Prairie is playing their defense on.
Looks like jump ball. It'll be New Prairie's ball. Substitution coming into the game, number 24, Hallie Shine. We just saw right there a little bit fumbling with the ball, just jump ball. I'm just really hoping that the Cayman are able to get up 47-54. Really close game. I still feel like it could be anybody's game. I feel like it could be anybody's, you know?
Yeah, it definitely can. You know, anything can happen. You know, the game of basketball is very unexpected. You could have
Absolutely.
30 seconds left and make a three-pointer and change the whole game.
Foul was on the Cavemen, making it their 5th foul. New Prairie shooting 2. Number 5, Brooklyn Shepherd will be
Look,
shooting 2.
This put the Mishawaka Cavemen in a very bad situation. But, you know, there's always that chance of that coming back.
Absolutely.
You know, like I said,
First shot was a make.
there could be 30 seconds on the fourth quarter, and you could make a three-pointer and change the whole tide of the game.
Exactly.
You could have the lead.
Exactly. Anything can happen in a game of basketball. Whether if you're down by a certain amount, you're able to come back, or able to keep your score up. So it's going to be an over and back on New Prairie.
Looks like a travel violation.
Also, it would have been an over and back as well. It'll be Cayman's ball. Shine inbounding. Shine passing it off to Memolenti. Memolenti driving in once again. Trying to go with the shot, but it's no good. Shine trying to go up for the layup. Foul was called. Holly Shine will be shooting 2 for the Cavemen, which could be really good.
Hey,
if you look at the score right now, it could be really good for the Cavemen.
2 free
shots.
throws. Look, this could put them at a very good advantage.
Absolutely. Let's just hope that she's able to make these 2 free throws right now. You see how quiet it got? It got really quiet.
Very quiet.
Yes, absolutely. I feel like now I have to talk in a whisper. First shot was a make. I feel like I have to talk in a whisper. Like, I feel like that everybody can hear me in here. I'm just kind of, oh, I gotta be quiet. Gotta let her shoot her free throw.
Very exciting. Very, very energetic.
Absolutely. Like, it gets really hyped in here. Second shot was a miss. Will be off New Prairie. Caitlin's ball. Looks like some of New Prairie getting upset. Looks like timeout was called. 30-second timeout on the Cavemen.
Mishawaka 48, New Prairie 55, and we will come back after this 30-second break. Welcome back to The Cave. My name is Eli Elkins, and I'm here with Harmony Lombardo. Mishawaka versus New Prairie. Mishawaka 48, New Prairie 55. Very, very intense game right now. A lot of decisions that are being made that, some people don't like and some people dislike.
Memolenti passing it to Shine. Back to Memolenti. Memolenti with the layup. It was no good. Looks like there was a foul. I don't know on who, though. I think it was on New Prairie. He'll remain Caven's ball. Something just happened there. I don't know what just happened. I don't know who it was a foul on. I think some elbows were thrown. It's like another foul once again on the floor. It'll stay Caitlin's ball. See, look, some of New Prairie, they're just kind of, what? I didn't foul, but you can't really argue with the refs,
Yeah.
That's
hey,
the job.
look,
Actually,
New
we'll
Prairie is in foul trouble.
5 fouls. We'll be shooting. Young will be shooting 2. Really hoping she can make it, because if she makes these 2, only 5 points will be separating these 2 teams.
And we have 3 minutes left.
Absolutely. Now I feel like I could go in a whisper.
Like a pin drop.
Yeah. First shot is a make. I was about to say it's a miss.
You sound like ASMR up in here.
Yes. I thought the first shot was about to be a miss, but it was a make. Let's just see if she can make this next one. If she does, there will be 5 points separating both teams. It could still be anybody's game. Second shot was a miss, though.
Oh.
It's like there's a foul. Johnson will now have 5 fouls and will have to be coming out the game. Looks like Betzer will be substituting for Nia Johnson after her 5 fouls. Really sad. Johnson's a really great player.
Johnson played really well this this game. And, a lot of things happen, New Prairie's defense, they're all up in, in your space. While Mishawaka's defense, they're playing zones. They're, would it be nice to have them kind of go play up, up close defense?
First shot was a make.
Yes, I do think, changing up your defense is really good. But, the Cavemen's defense of, playing zones is also really smart in some situations. But, look, not everything will go your way.
Exactly. Looks like second shot was a miss. Looks like came in able to retrieve the ball. Young passing it to Memalenti, trying to go for the layup, but it was not good. Shine was trying to rebound it, but Hockenweiser was also trying to, but it went out on her. It will be Cayman's ball.
A tumble there.
A little bit of tumbling, a little bit flopping, but you got to do what you got to do to get the ball.
Yeah, look. Mama Lenti, if she makes another point, she will have a total of 20 points made.
Absolutely. And that's a majority of the Cayman's points.
Looks like Holly Shine lost
Looks
lost
like she
control of
tried
that
to
ball.
pass it off to Young, but just kind of lost the ball there. It'll be New Prairie's ball. I'm just really hoping the Cayman are able to come back from this score right now. And I think they're able to. I personally think that they're able to come back from this. Foul was made on the Cavemen, and one. Brooklyn Shepherd will be heading to the line for one shot.
A 9-point difference.
9 points. This is the most points that have been separating both teams. I'm just really hoping that the Caymen are able to come up, even if they don't win this game. Really hoping that they are able to score some more. First shot was a make.
Mariah Young needs to be careful. She has 4 fouls. More fouls, she's out of the game.
She's out. And you do not want that. Young is a really good player, both defensively and offensively. Looks like Memalenti went to go to the ball, but forehand able to rebound it. Betzer passing it off to Shine. Shine passing it off to Memalenti. Memalenti passing it off to forehand. Passing to Betzer. Betzer with the 3, but it's a miss. I was really hoping for a 3.
This is a very frustrating game.
I was really hoping for that 3. Looks like New Prairie went to shoot the ball, but it was a miss. Looks like Shine just shoved one of the players. He's getting frustrated. Looks like she's walking off. Intentional foul.
Wow.
Looks like Bailey Fuda will be shooting 2.
Technical
She
foul.
got a technical foul. She has one more shot. And I'm pretty sure after this shot, it will remain New Prairie's ball. Second shot was a make.
11-point difference here. Very, very hard to come back.
Looks like timeout was called for New Prairie. It is I think it's a full timeout.
Mishawaka 49, New Prairie 60. We will see you. We will come back after this break on the Mishawaka Network.
Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Welcome back to the Cave. My name is Eli Elkins, and I'm here with Harvey Lombardo. Mishawaka versus New Prairie, 49-60, 11 points between the two teams. This is a very intense game. A lot of anger going around, but, stuff happens like that. A technical foul was made on Holly Shine.
Yes.
Whew.
It's just that built-up frustration. Like, you're going to get, like, if your teammates are not doing what they're supposed to be doing, you're going to get upset because you know what you're doing, but your teammates are not. So it's just kind of communication. That's when communication comes in.
Memalenti kind of took a trip there.
Yeah, but still able to keep the ball. Quick passes, forehand to Memalenti. Looks like Memalenti's trying to set something up with the drive-in. Looks like there was a foul. It'll be 2 shots for the Cavemen by Millie Memalenti.
Hey, she makes this. That would be if she makes both of these free throws. That would split the teams up by 9 points. And hey, it's really hard to make these. You can make 3 3-pointers. It's possible. You have Grace Betzer. She's made a lot of 3-pointers all season. I remember announcing one game where she made like 5 to 6 3-pointers in one whole game.
Absolutely.
First
shot was a miss.
Very crazy. And
I'm just really hoping that she's able to do it some more. Get a couple. We only seen her shoot one so far.
Get her open.
Get her open. Get her into her spot.
Yeah.
Second shot was also a miss, but Cayman are able to retrieve the ball. It'll be jump ball. It will remain Cayman's ball. Cayman has got to be quick.
Yes.
Got to be really quick. Rip the ball, hip to hip, trying to keep it from being a jump ball. Betzer passing off to Gulius to Young. Young looking for an opening. Young kind of losing the ball. Jump ball. Once again, it'll be New Prairie's ball.
A big fight for the ball. And New Prairie is putting this intense pressure onto Mishawaka. It's very, very, very hard to break through their defenses. And Mishawaka's offense, it looks like it's kind of like fading. I mean, they're getting tired.
It looks like that they're kind of giving up. I don't like to say giving up during basketball games, but I feel like that they're giving up. I feel like that all their momentum, they were really high up in the game. They were really excited. They're like, you know what? So excited for this. Feel like they were able to,
we got this,
But then after the first half, they kind of just went downhill from that. And really upset about that. But Memalenti still has that fire in her with 19 points, almost all of the points for the Cavemen. I feel like that she's been having that fire all game. She hasn't given up. I haven't really seen her too frustrated. She's like, guys, we need to lock in. We need to be careful. But it has to be, the energy needs to be brought from Memalenti to everybody else on the court.
Look, I remember what one of the coach said to me. He said, he wants, they played really good one quarter, but it seemed like the other quarter doesn't seem as good as the first one. So one of the things he wants to work on, I remember him telling me this, was, keeping that consistency of having that, good, mental state.
Looks like there was a foul in New Prairie. Mariah Young shooting 2 for the Cavemen. First shot was a miss. But yeah, you just need, you don't ever want to give up during these games, especially games these close, because once you give up, the win might just slip out of your hands, and then there's nothing else you can do. Second shot was a miss. It'll be New Prairie's ball.
Look,
I just kind of feel like that they're New Prairie's doing great right now.
Yeah, really good. New Prairie's offense and defense are both really good. And
shot was made by Hawkins Weisner for 2. She's been on fire. 19 points. Her and Memalenti having 19 points. Looks like the ball was stolen.
3 seconds left on the clock.
Looks like a foul with 0.9 seconds left. 0.9.
0.9, guys.
Looks like there was a foul. If she makes this free throw, Eli, I'm going to say right now, if she makes this one free throw, 6-7.
Look,
6-7.
it could be 49 to 67. Right there, 67.
I need to stop.
Mr. Rendell loves that joke. It's
Mr.
his
Rendell loves
favorite
her 6
ever.
And there it is. There you go.
The whole team.
See, look, New Prairie really hyped up.
With the 6-7.
With the 6-7.
6-7.
They just got off and they were like 6-7.
Pool number 2 purposely missed this one.
Oh, no, but she made it.
It would have been 49 to 67, guys.
And that brings the game to an end. Mishawaka 49, New Prairie 68. I feel like both teams did as good as they could. You know, even if they lost,
Yeah.
I feel like that they did what they could.
A big stream of emotions. You know, emotions going everywhere. You know, the refs calling something, someone not liking it. You know, it happens. It happens in some games. You just got to get back up on your feet, focus on the game, and remember that stuff happens sometimes.
Absolutely.
Mishawaka 49, New Prairie 68. In favor of New Prairie. New Prairie won. Hey, New Prairie played really good. That is all for today's broadcast on the Mishawaka Network.